I'm Rob.
And I'm Louie.
And what lies beneath, Louie?
Barefoot Gaming?
Alright, so storyline obviously is very important in a game like this. Louie, what is the basic premise?
Premise is you're on the road with your dad and he's giving you, your backstory, the kind of things that help build up your character during the game. And you have a horrific accident and you go in search of, kind of your questy things,
I like that. Questy things.
Questy
no,
things.
It's good. Because we're going to stay away from spoilers.
Yes,
Everything that we've told you already, everything we've told you happens before you even get to play, okay?
Yes.
And then once you start playing, the game it's basically a first-person shooter
Yep.
with melee.
And with stabbing thrown in.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of different kinds of enemies. A lighter is one of the first things that happens.
Yes.
You get a lighter, and what does your lighter do?
Your lighter will illuminate your path, but it doesn't just illuminate your path. It's also somehow a magic compass.
The game is going to have a very otherworldly feel.
Yes.
And the graphic style is very unique.
And dark.
And very dark. The game has some jump scares. The game is kind of, it's themed like a comic book horror, I'm going to say.
Yep.
It's got that very cartoony feel.
Yes.
And the game progresses like every game does. It's about $30 US. And it's got, I think they say about 10 hours. We haven't played it right to the end. We have put in quite a few hours into this game. But let's get down to the review. Spoiler free. Louie, give me pros, give me cons. What do you think of this game, and is it worth it?
Some of my pros are I actually like the shooting mechanic where you actually have to, if you're not just doing a straight up hip shot, you actually have to hold your lighter out in front of you, which it seems to me like you're always doing anyway because it is your magic compass. And then a tiny little reticle will appear and you can aim better. I do like the reload mechanic where you actually, kind of twist your revolver to the side and the cylinder will pop out. And actually written on it is how much ammunition you have left. You do have a maximum amount of ammunition you can carry, and then you can snap it back in place and you're good to go. I didn't love the jump scares. They didn't get me. I don't know if I was just mentally not in the right headspace, and I found that their enemies or the monsters were actually scarier than the jump scares with their kind of distorted bodies, and they'll throw some bitey headed things at you that if you don't get out of the way it'll like chomp onto your arm and keep biting you. And cons are just the jump scares, really. I actually kind of like this game.
Okay, so I would say the pros, I love the graphic style. Absolutely love it. And we played this. Yes. It's available on the Quest and the Oculus Rift. I played this myself, mostly on the Quest. But you can use this for Revive. So if you want, you can play this on your Vive or your Index or your Windows Mixed Reality set. Whatever. It'll work on everything if you use Revive. But because the Quest has graphical limitations, because of its processor, it's fantastic. I would say the graphics are fantastic. I would love to see this same style applied to other VR games. So bravo on the cell shaded cartoon look. That was great. I didn't love how linear the game felt. I know most games are very linear. I just felt like I could always feel the path on both sides of me. I felt at all points I was walking down a tunnel. And even when it opened up, let's say to an ice field or something like that, I felt like I was still walking in a tunnel.
Because on most of those ice fields, they had planks laying out in between the ice sheets as a visual path for you to follow.
Which is smart, right? I get it. It just, for whatever reason, this game, I really felt like I was stapled to the path that I was stuck on. I found when monsters were chasing me, when I tried third person, I couldn't run fast enough, and they would kill me every single time. So it slows you down to do that, which is fair, right? Because you're not teleporting, you're actually just, that's the path your person runs. But I couldn't complete certain sections that way. So I played the whole game smooth locomotion, just know that going in, or maybe I was messing up. Maybe that was totally on me, but I could not figure out how to make them run faster when I was in third person. it may sound like I've got a bunch of negatives, but I think the game is really good. I think the developers did a good job. I think as a first run, there's lots of different enemy types, lots of different, like, it's a good game, and it's got length. Now, one of my biggest complaints about VR games in general is when you have a longer game, and this thing runs around the 10-hour mark, when you have a longer game, it'll often feel like it's they're tacking stuff on to make it longer. Right? It'll just feel, okay, now I'm bored of this. I'm bored of this. This is just more of the same. They didn't actually do that. All of your environments keep staying interesting enough that it doesn't feel like you're rehashing for the whole game. So that's a major, major plus. I would recommend it. This is one of the better action horror games that I have played. So that's the review. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment. We love hearing from you, and we will talk to you again real soon. See ya.
Bye.